Okay, we are back. And my mic is working from the get go. Why does it do that sometimes? Whatever. It's not like I ever even unplug it or anything. It just stays here all day, forever. The game today, a bit of a technical mess. I can't put it in windowed mode because it immediately crashes. I also can't use my gamepad. Oh, it has gamepad mapping, except for shoot. That's important. What do you do, you know? So I just hope it works well the whole time because I won't really be able to monitor it. It is a twin stick shooter, sort of a wave survival roguelite sort of game. With the main gimmick being your weapon has a huge amount of kickback, but is very strong, as you will see now. So you can fire it decently quickly. It's just that it sends you a million miles backwards. So it's very easy to get yourself in an unfavorable position when using it. But it's also good to, like, use it for traversal for the same reason. Also, be careful of the water. If you go too deep in the water, you take damage. There's also a jump button, which is nice. That Skeeton had a gun. We don't allow that in these parts. Yeah, the sort of back and forth that you can do with this, with the cannon is pretty cool. There are other weapons, but, like, they have limited ammo. And I don't think I have any right now. Nope. 0 on both. Okay. It's like I jumped on a cannonball and it didn't hurt me, it just pinned me to the ground, I guess? Also, the ephemeral ancient terrors of the flying skulls. Just shoot them. Oh no, I've been crabbed. Honestly, if it weren't for the fact that you kind of need to pick up the money, I would say that there's very little reason to even fight. Seems that if you shoot enemies at a distance, it's not enough for a one-shot. Or I guess some just take more than one hit. I would like to find some of the alternate ammo. And then once any wave is complete, you're free to explore for a bit. There are some things to pick up. Not a ton, but you can look around. Most importantly, though, there is a shop. Yeah, I'll take attack damage. And as for healing, there are two options. Sometimes rum will show up and you can... Oh, I spent all my money. The rum will fully heal you, or you can go over to that pot and eat from it for a few bucks to heal one heart. And then it gets a little more expensive every time. Oh, there's a bomb. And a chest. And you can also find hidden items like that. A beach ball. The beach ball is the most powerful weapon. It really is, though. So you do want to keep an eye out for X's, what marks the spot. You don't want to fight in this area because it's just too easy to accidentally fling yourself into the water, which I almost just did. In my test plays, most of the damage I took came not from enemies, but from just jettisoning myself, yeeting myself into the drink. The power of the beach ball! It's so strong against the crabs specifically. He's having a good time. Well, I mean, was. And now I can reliably one-shot enemies. That's nice. 4 crabs isn't worth the beach ball. The bomb is kind of crappy, honestly, because it takes a really long time to blow up, but... Oh, dang it. But if you, like, are surrounded by a whole... Well, not surrounded, but if you see a group of a whole bunch of enemies, it can be pretty good. Crab rave. Crab rave. Alright, let's go back to the pot to eat it. What did I say about the water? It's so dangerous. Well, let's try again. Ah, itchy. Skiton. Want that? Good dosh. I guess we don't get music this time. This game does say it's in version, like, 0.88. So, like, it's not, quote-unquote, fully released yet. But I also get the feeling it might, be one of those games that never is. Over here for ammo, hopefully. There we go. Ouch. Crabs. Crabs are good for money. Oh, that's all my beach balls. It's all my dosh balls. Kind of want to get into a rhythm of shooting yourself back and forth to make good use of the knockback rather than just having it be a hindrance. Yeah, see, it's sometimes useful. I like how the crabs also die during the daytime. Like, are you trying to tell me something? You have to wait a moment for it to be available again, but there's plenty of time during the day. Oops. The Jolly Roger says it's $12 and then it takes all your money. This game might have some technical problems. It's still, like, basically fun, but it is a bit hard to screw up the twin-stick shooter formula that badly. Oh, more bombs. They're made in a factory. They're bomb. A bomb factory, they're bombs. Oh, there's something over here. You could, I guess, negate the knockback by standing against a wall. Well, there doesn't seem to be anything useful over here, is the key difference. Crab. Crab. The skull of Davy Jones. Crab. I'll hit myself right into it. You may say using a bomb on some crabs is overkill. I say it's profitable. Okay, you can't hit enemies from a height difference. Oh, there's Dosh. Gentlemen, excuse me. Most dangerous bullets are the stray ones that you just sort of stop looking at and then you run into by accident. Look at all these crab dollars. Melee enemies are pretty slow to get at you, and so they're not really a threat either. Like, killing enemies really isn't a problem. I'm much more concerned about the water. Deep, big, 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 big water. Increase roll distance, yellow hearts. Well, I'm full on hearts, so I guess I will increase roll distance. Oh, you can charge it. Is that useful? I don't know. Beach ball. And another crate. And another beach ball. Gimme. There's not a lot really going on in this game. I won't lie. Yeah, I don't see any difference between the charge shot and regular. I also may well be missing some of the controls. There's no, like, rebinding in this game. I tried to use the controller. I tried to use my controller, and, like, there is controller support, technically. I just hope you don't need to shoot, because I couldn't when using a controller. Tried all my buttons. None of them worked. Even the mouse didn't work when the controller was plugged in. So this is not only one of those games that does not have good controller support, it also has controller non-support, where the game will stop functioning correctly if a controller is plugged in. Crabs. The bombs are pretty small in their explosion, too. Like, I have to wonder if I'm working towards anything. Like, does this game have a boss fight? Do the waves get harder? They don't seem to, and I'm just getting stronger. I can't tell if I'm not able to hit that skull because that's how it works and I need to do something special to hit it, or because the game don't work. When you have a game that's so obviously unfinished, players are going to start asking questions like that. And having a player not know if something is broken or not is a bad sign. I mean, I guess I'll take them. Those were not $12. And now for the rather long wait for next round. Oh boy, more money. What do I spend it on? Can I spend it on more volleyballs that help me get more money? Maybe not. Here's the button to go to sleep. Can I attack the shopkeeper? No. Not meaningfully, anyway. And yeah, I've pretty well explored the whole island. Well, let me just take a couple hits immediately. Well, time to go to the chow. And not really fight anything while I'm here, because it's too dangerous. See ya. And by increased roll distance, does it mean recoil? Like the distance I roll? Why would I want that? It makes it so likely you'll be thrown into the water. Upgrades that it's better not to take. Like, I sure can collect a lot of money. I don't know why I want to, though. Yeah, the bomb doesn't go where you... exactly where you point. It just goes a short ways towards it. That's what I was testing there. Also, enemies do seem to get rather stuck on things. They can't all be winners, you know? They can't all be nuclear thrones. That game ruled. It was too hard, I would say. But otherwise, I mean, it was really good. So if you really wanted to sink your teeth into something challenging, that would have been great. It's just, I wanted a more modest experience. This is too modest. This thinks the ankles are lewd. Too moderate. Thinks there's two sides to everything. Even when that's patently untrue. Plus 1 heart, and heal all hearts. Sure. I guess I'll just stay put. Really don't need to run around anymore. This coin over here, I guess I'll take it. I can change my ammo real fast. Does something happen if I charge too long? Maybe I can find a way to clip through stuff. You sly dog, you got me glitch hunting. You got me glitch hunting. So there's nothing else to do. Yeah, charging doesn't make it like bowl through enemies either. We have a 1 cannonball per crab limit. 1 crab per cannonball? I suppose that makes more sense. I like when you get them when the cannonball is basically stopped and they just sort of walk into it. They just stub their toes like, ah, dang it! And fall apart. The beach ball of doom. Sounds like something that would be an Invader Sim. They really don't like those edges. Is it just me, or are there fewer enemies in these later waves? It could just be because I'm killing them faster, that they're not, you know, amassing in the same way. You know, I've said before that roguelikes are sort of how you balance your game when you don't want to balance your game. Because it being too hard, you can just say to the player, well, maybe you'll get a better build next time. Or if it's too easy, you can say, well, maybe your build was just that good. There is obviously more to it. Especially in the instance that you don't really make much in the way of items or builds that make characters strong or not. If the game is just easy from the get-go or is hard and there's no recourse, then, you know, that's something to bear in mind. These crabs are just migrating, and I'm killing them for money that I don't need. Now, the waves getting shorter, it feels like they're getting shorter. Yeah, I don't want increased roll distance. Well, cannonball range is nice, though. I am often, like, having the cannonball stop right at the enemy's feet. Like, obviously the game is not finished. It's not even 1.0 yet. But, like, what would you do? What would you do to give this game stuff? You would make waves harder over time, naturally. You would include boss fights, maybe little story snippets or journal sort of entries you could read. Maybe some sort of end state, that would be nice. The fact is, there's so much that this game is not close. Sometimes a game feels unfinished, but, like, it's close. It just needs a little bit more. This game is not close. This is a proof of concept or, like, mechanics test that was released as an early access game. That, again, as these things go, probably never going to be finished. How about I check its page while I wait for the... while I wait for night to fall. No, night has fallen. We shall see on the next night. Alright, I got them all. Pretty much. Yeah, just don't fight near the deep water and you're almost completely safe. Especially here where there's a choke point where you can reduce, you know, the number of ways you can be attacked from down to basically just 2 angles. There we go. That hit him. Like, I assume you have to wait for them to be sort of stopped and shooting before you can hit them. Oh, there was still a crab there! Crab hero. Are you gonna do something? Do you need help? Well, let's go get a heal. Gentlemen. I'm out of bombs. Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. Crap. Crap. About 450 kills. About 100 of them are innocent crabs. Like, I'll concede that the giant crabs are probably horrific monstrosities that should be destroyed. But, like, I don't think the regular ones are. I think they're just crabs. Please report any bugs. This game is in early access. Hold left click to charge cannon. Release to fire. Am I supposed to be charging it? Play on controller, not a PS4 controller. Yeah. Version 0.8.8 and roadmap. November 17th, 2020. Yikes. Still keeping the target date for full release pretty fast and loose. You don't say. Yeah, that's abandoned. 3 years with nothing. Or almost, no, not quite 3 years. 2.5. That's pretty well abandoned. So, can I mark the game as complete if the game isn't complete? Yeah, Nah, it's a non-applicable. Well, don't worry. In the next update, he's gonna add ghosts and a kraken. Crab slaughter. Poor things never stood a chance against the beach ball. Please report bugs. It's not very good. I mean, like, the basic gameplay is fun enough, but the basic gameplay is, it is a twin-stick shooter. You can literally buy fully developed twin-stick shooters on the Unity asset store. Like, I think if you hit like Control-Shift-Alt-T and then S in Game Maker, it'll just make a twin-stick shooter template for you. I think after this wave, we're done. The waves are getting more and more trivial. Partially because I'm getting better at aiming, partially because the waves are maybe even spawning fewer enemies. I'm not really sure. But I do think that's a possibility. Oh no, the water! Yeah, after this wave, I think I'll just take a long walk off a short pier. Alright. Bloop. Bloop. Interesting. Interesting. 26 minutes, 25 seconds, you say? 1979 score. Credits. Hannah Kirk. William Callis, Daniel Linson. Everything else by Henry Kirk. Yeah, Henry, you got some work to do. But let's see what we got to do for tomorrow. Tomorrow is Diaries of a Spaceport Janitor. Today was supposed to be Uranus. Oh, that's right. I've done it again. Alright, so today was supposed to be Uranus. Tomorrow was supposed to be Cannon Father. But they've been swapped around. It's not the first time.